Hello, and welcome back to Baba Is You with Brian. I was looking back at puzzles that I had previously skipped, and I think there's like 3 of them, but one of them is here in the Solitary Island. It was called Dungeon, and when I came back to look at this again, I was like, oh, I totally had an idea how to solve this. And I did, and I know how to solve this. So, first off, I need to move this text with is you down a little ways because I'm gonna need some room above things for reasons I don't immediately remember right at the moment. But let's go ahead and move Baba is you over there. Yeah, that'll work. And then I'm also going to need a Kiki is you. That's going kind of downwards. So let's do one of these. And there we go. Now we have Baba and Kiki. Except I also want to push this over to the right. So let's go ahead and do one of these. And one of these, I think. Because then I'm going to keep Kiki and lose Baba. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. And so I need them, I think, this distance apart. But I also need them at the same height, which I can do like this. No, I need them in the opposite order. Basically, the idea is... No, this is right. Is this right? This is right. So now watch this. So Baba is currently above Wallace Stop. And so Kiki is still me, but now Baba is just an object. I can push this text on top of Baba and then get Baba living again, and then break up the text that says Wallace Stop, and now I can get outside of the dungeon and get to the win. And what do I want to make be win? I guess wall is win would be pretty fine, right? Oops. Let's not do it quite like that, though. Let's go ahead and get rid of the word stop and put the win over here first. And then we can say wall is win, and we will immediately win because Kiki's inside the wall and Kiki is me. Kiki's not inside the wall right now. Let's have Baba win. Good job, Baba. Alright. So that is another one checked off. The 2 that I think I still have remaining, one of them is Tiny Isle, which is this one, which I think I might know how to solve, but I just have never been in the mood to try it. And the other one that I am still missing is from Solitary Isle. It's called Deep Pool, I think, which I spent a lot of time on relatively recently, like just a few episodes ago, and never figured out how to do that one. But what I did do since the previous episode is the last puzzle that we took a look at over in the Deep Forest, which was Puzzle D, that we'd just been introduced to the swap capability, and then we see this puzzle, and yeah, I don't know why I didn't see it before, but oops, let's not push is that far up. If I say text is pull, then I can go pull in swap. So if I do this, it'll be a little bit of a pain in the neck. That's fine. Yeah, because of stuff like that. So now I have to pull text around. But even when text is pull, text is implicitly push, and you can be pull and push at the same time, it turns out. So I can push the text over here, and then pull, swap out like that. And now I have access to swap. And actually, what I would like to do, I think I probably want to pull swap in a little further. Oops. So let's do this, just to kind of get it in the center of the room. And let's see. So then I can say text is pull and swap. And if I do that, and then do... Is this how it wants to go? No, if it's swap right now, that's no good. I want it to be swap and pull, I guess. I have to think about this. I want it to not be swap just yet, or do I? There's a way to get out, and I'm trying to remember what it is. Basically, I can push the text somehow into the skulls while it's swapping and start moving the skulls around. But it's been a day since I looked at this, and I'm trying to remember how these will work together. Can I push text? Yeah, I could do something like this. Oh, right. You can also get two pieces of text on top of each other using swapping like that. So be wary of that. I don't think I need that right now. But I think if I do, for example, let's do this for a moment. Let's say text is pull and swap. And then if I do this, yeah, there we go. I managed to move a skull. And so if I just do the same thing here, then I can move the skull even farther, and now I have a way out. And if I have the way out, I can get to the flag and say flag is win. So let's say that. Alright, that one's pretty straightforward. A little bit of a mess on the execution there, but basically pull the text out to get the word swap, and then you can swap using text and get to the flag. Alright, so that's not bad. And that opens up E. Right, and there's 11 and 12 that I was stumped on in this area too. I'm not going to come back to those today, because I have not yet had any new insights on those puzzles, but this is a new puzzle. Baba is you, Kikis Push, skull, up, wall is hot, blank is stop. Walls are currently not stop, but apparently they are hot, and Baba and text is melt. I see. Skull is skull and move and swap. It's interesting because I don't see any skulls. I see, but I could say Kiki is skull, for example, in order to get a move and swap thingy. Flag is win. We have up. Baba and text is melt. It isn't clear to me why we want up just yet. Maybe somehow swapping interacts with facing direction in ways that I haven't been able to perceive previously. Kiki's currently push. Okay. I could change from wall is hot to wall is stop. And so one imagines that if I had a movable skull, I might be able to put a hole in the wall somehow. So let's try kind of the most obvious thing. Obvious is perhaps the wrong word. Skull is move and swap, so skull is going to move on its own. Right. Skull is going to move on its own, so where do I want it to go? Let's move and swap. Skull is skull and move and swap. So I understand. I think I have an idea of something I want to do. Okay, so let's get Kiki facing. Actually, let's have Kiki facing. I might need more runway. Let's have Kiki facing like this. Let's make Kiki become a skull. And then the skull's gonna start moving, and I'm gonna need to turn it upwards. Oh, but in order to turn it up, in order to turn it upwards, I would need to have skull is over here in this corner, which is inconvenient. And then I'd want to say... could I say skull is Kiki after that? Yeah, because I could push up into the wall to turn it back into Kiki. Would I want to do that? No, I'd want to move and swap. Okay, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet. I had less of a plan than I thought I did, apparently. So let's just do this. And let's just wait for a little bit and watch what happens. Oh, skull is move and swap. I didn't see the other skull over there. I see there was another Kiki over there. And so when I say Kiki is skull, the skull in the right-hand side moves and swaps and gets rid of the swapping ability, and then destroys it. So I might need to make wall become stop, but I'd need already a wall to be swapped. So I guess I do want Kiki pushed farther over to the right to get things started. So if I had Kiki here, still just kind of experimenting. Okay, so that is a way to get a piece of a wall moved, but not enough of one to do me any favors just yet. But if I'd said skull is up immediately after that, that seems like good things could have happened. So let's try that. Let's see. I feel like this could work. So if Kiki is skull, and then almost immediately I try to change to skull is up, which I will be able to do more quickly from here, I think. Alright. It's too late. Is it too late? It's too late to do what I wanted to do, which is I wanted to... Also, what happens if I do it now? Just kind of curious to see. Oh, it just continues bouncing around. That's actually really useful, because then at some later point, I could do this and it'll quit bouncing around. Okay, that's interesting. I think I can just back up from here, probably. No, I'd want Kiki one further to the left, I think. Okay, I have an idea. Oops. I just meant to restart. Also, yeah, this is fine. So Kikis Push. So what happens if I put Kiki here and then do what I was doing? So I think Kiki is one further to the left than Kiki was before. And I want to have Kiki from here so that I'm very close to is. I still can't get there quick enough. I was too late. So let's have Kiki start two farther to the left. Let's restart. So let's push Kiki to here instead. I think is the right location. Actually, I think it might have been here. Yeah, I can always wait one if I have to. Okay, so then I'm gonna have skull. And I'm gonna have Kiki as skull. Okay, so Kiki is skull. Skull is up. This is also not doing what I wanted it to do, because it didn't already swap out one of the walls. And if I wait, then it's... Why did it not already swap? Oh, because the other guy already stole the swap command. I see. So is there a way... Yes, there's still a better way to do this. Okay. One more restart. I really think I'm about to get it now. So we're going to go back to where Kiki was closer to the wall to start. And we're going to move our skull and our is. And this time we're going to do Kiki from below, because that just makes a whole lot more sense, because then I'll be... no, I have to push the is from the top, though. So this is still not going to work. Gosh darn it. Well, poop. Also, the swap got stolen again too soon. Alright. I think I understand both of those issues now. And do I see how to fix them? Alright, I spent another 20 minutes trying stuff out with this puzzle. I'm not sure why, but this is the first puzzle in the whole game that I genuinely dislike. Swap is like my favorite mechanic, but I feel like this puzzle is very contrived and arbitrary. And I've done some weird things, but none of them work, and maybe I'm just missing something. I mean, probably not terribly obvious, but missing something. But in any case, I've not been able to figure it out. And so, since I'm stumped on E and 11 and 12, I think we're done with this area. And so, let's move on to Chasm's number 9. Let's not do that. Number 6 was... No, 7 is Flowered Garden. 8 is Volcanic Cavern. 6 is Rocket Trip. Rocket Trip sounds fun. Let's go on a rocket trip. Number 1 and number 4. Number 1. Space. Empty. Empty. Uh-oh. Empty is. Cloud is. Belt is shift. Cloud is stop. So we got shifty belts that are preventing me from going up to the flag. Flag is win. I like the star art. Baba is you. Empty is. So, what could this possibly mean? We need to figure out the meaning of empty. If I say empty is stop. Yep, as I guessed. Basically, empty refers to all squares that don't have any object in them. Okay. So all squares that don't have any object in them. Well, if I could say empty is shift, then I could maybe, you know, push myself into the cloud wall. I guess that wouldn't work. Empty is you wouldn't help because there's a flag in the flag square. Empty is win, I think would help because I am currently intersecting an empty square, which would be great. But I don't know that there's a way to get empty as win right now, since the text is kind of trapped over there. Aha! But I could probably... Empty is probably a proper noun that I can say belt is empty. Yes. And so just like you can say Baba is Kiki to turn Baba into Kiki, you can say belt is empty to turn belts into empty squares. Okay. The music here is a little weird, too. Okay, but we learned about empty. It's kind of like another object that's just otherwise non-interacting. So, not sure exactly how to think about that. Lonely flag. Annie is best. Apparently Annie is up there. And... I forget, is that like the developer's wife or something? I'm not sure. But it would kind of make sense as like a tribute to say Annie is best and then have glorious Annie, who is glowing. Like the flag as win is glowing. Actually glowing even more. So what does best mean? It seems to be wall is stopped walled off over there with the heart, and so maybe maybe that's just for decoration and non-interactable, and best is not a predicate we're going to see anywhere else. So I'm going to choose not to worry about that right now and imagine that that is merely a decorative tribute and not actually part of the game or the level, really. So... let's see. Doors stop, so I can't get out the doors. I could say doors empty to get out of the doors. But I wouldn't be able to say wall is empty and to get over into the flag area, I don't think. But I guess for right now, this doesn't look like it would be at all harmful to get rid of all these doors, so let's do that. They flash out of existence. And I can walk in the clouds, right? Yeah. So we have access to pushing Baba as you around for a bit. I have flag as win. Flag is empty isn't going to help. Can't make anything else a win right now. Door is stop. So the problem right now is I need to get into the flag. And I don't see a way that I can say wall is empty. So how am I going to get in there, and what can I do with... Alright, just for fun, we have to imagine that empty as door will turn all the squares into doors, which is pretty great. We've already played around with empty as stop, so that's not going to help us. Aha! I see it. Let's get Baba inside the area over near the flag. Empty as Baba! Baba, you're everywhere! Look at all the Babas, they're so happy. Oh, and there were new squares. Oh! This ended up being more dangerous than I thought. So if I move up, for example... Oh, good, I broke the empty as Baba. If I hadn't broken the empty as Baba, if I move to the right, I break Baba as you, so I can no longer move and I'm dead. But note also that the empty squares still got replaced with empty as Baba, because it's still the case that empty is Baba, and we created new empty squares, and so they became Baba. But fortunately, moving upwards is going to be the solution, because I've broken empty as Baba. And so now, I can move up to where I will not break Baba as you, and then move right over near the flag and down into the flag and win the game. Okay, so seeing the power of empty in more capacity. Babas are you. Oh man, this is a interesting... Oh, what's going on? It's the only empty square? Okay, empty is Baba. Baba is you and stop. It's the snake game! And it was the only empty square because all of the rest is ice. No, it's not ice. It's just like a blue background tile that's not empty. Wall is stop. Rock is push. Rock is defeat. There's the word win over there. So I could stop creating... Oh, right, it's not exactly snake game, huh? Okay. So, I think I want to do this to start. Let's stop creating more Babas. I've got a big letter F. Pay respects. Baba is you and stop. So I won't be able to, like, run into my doppelgangers. And so they're going to kind of crowd me out of different things. I could say rock is empty and then have another empty square for Baba to be out in the win area by saying empty is Baba again. But I pushed rock a bit too far to the left, so let's see if I restart this. This will be very hard to reason about. But if I do this, I'm going to push rock down. But most everything is still gettable, I think. Baba's you and stop. There's no way to get rid of that stop, huh? Oh, and there's a bunch more empty squares now. I have to be careful with this. Yeah, and I'm gonna lose leverage to be able to, like, get behind certain words and push them around. Okay. Let's restart again. I like the idea of empty as rock. What's the fewest number of Babas I can use to get there? I'm not sure that this is the right way to do it. Yeah, this is going to give me the same kind of problems I was having before. Or sorry, rock is empty. I said empty is rock, but I meant it the other way around. Empty is rock. Can I do... Oh, I'm creating new babas in the empty spaces left by the is push. Oh my gosh. What a nightmare. It's a nightmare of babas. Babas seemed so cute before. Oops, I didn't mean to return to the map. I meant to restart. So... Other than empty as rock, do I have any other strategies that I might be able to use here? Rock is push and rock is defeat. Rocks are really dangerous. Yikes. It seems like empty as rock is the thing I'd want to do. But I don't see how to get that yet. Okay, we can do this so we don't have empty is screwing up the entire universe. And then I can try to push... Oh, empty is you. That's also... That's not too interesting, actually. I take it back. Empty is stop. That might be useful on this level, and right now it's getting me towards empty as rock. Oh, but rocks are defeat, and they're not push right now. Oh boy. Don't die. Gently. Gently. Don't die. I think I need to do this. And then this. Can I manage to get rock as push back together without dying? I don't think I can. Yeah, I'm just going to be defeated here. Oh, some of my babas are going to be defeated. That's fine. That actually is helpful. I want more of my babas to be defeated, but I don't want to do that. Okay. Yes, okay, we're killing off some of the excess babas. Terrific. Let's just keep a few of them like this. Sure. Great. Right now, empty is still rock. Do I want rock as baba, actually? Can I get rock as baba at this point? I still could get rock as baba if I worked for it. I think let's kill off some extra babas again. I'm sure I could make more again in the future if I needed to. Okay, right now, empty is rock. If I said rock is baba, I could get over to the win. And then... What? Once I have access to win... walls... Wall is stop is in the upper right-hand corner. Got it. I was not seeing the wall rule. Oh, I could make ices win and then get out there? Yeah, that seems okay then. So, if I simply get at... Oops, empty is still rock. Let's get rid of that so we're not creating more rocks. So now if I say rock is baba, then I'll end up with a bunch of babas. And so I might have to be a little bit careful with things, but I'll have a baba on the outside to go try to win, which I think is the key. Rock is still defeat, and so I can kill off excess babas on the inside. Oh, but the rocks became baba, right. Alright, so babas on the inside. Don't screw everything up, please. Empty is, I don't think it's going to matter. So I think I can just walk over here, walk down here, grab win, bring it over here, ice is win, and go to the ice. Okay, gosh, that one was stressful. I don't know how else to describe that. I guess 4 is the next one, but I get the impression that like the colored areas like are kind of themes. And so I'm actually going to do 5 before I do 4. Space 5 is horror story. There's a little rocket ship. Flag is win, cloud is stop, rocket is push. Empty and Baba is you. Why can I not just say... Right, I can say empty is you. If I say empty is you, can I move? Yes. So I am everywhere in empty squares, and by moving to the left, I push the rocket ship to the left. I see, okay. Empty as you is actually really interesting and useful. So, okay, fascinating. So is there a way for empty to be me, but then be able to switch back to Baba? Is the next question. And I'm not sure that that's the case, because Baba now is against the outside wall, and so even if I move up, Baba's not going to move up. So it is a way to get the rocket ship out. But the rocket is push. Well, that just means it's pushable. Oh, I can move down to say Baba is you. Here we go. Okay, that was straightforward, actually. Okay, so empty as you is actually a very interesting thing, and it's just that there's a bunch of little invisible U's crowding out most of the spaces in the room. Alright. I can deal with that. And then it goes 8 and 12. I'm going to continue to stay over here. I feel like all the empty stuff is going to be over here, and I'm kind of enjoying empty right now and feeling in the groove of empty. But we might look at a couple of puzzles if we get stuck, because we're getting towards the end of the episode here. Star and rocket is push. Okay, so I can push the rocket. I can push the stars. Stars don't appear to have a facing orientation, and they're sprites, whereas the rockets do. We got a belt over here. Skull is defeat, flag is win. If we could somehow make the skull go away. Belt is shift. So is there a way to make the skull go away? Probably by making the skull become empty somehow, I imagine. Rocket is stop. Baba is you. Text is float. There's a flag over there. Skulls are defeat right now? No, skulls are not yet defeat, so I can walk into this area. Interesting. Star is star and defeat. Cloud is stop. It'll be and defeat when I try to get over here. And flag is not win yet. And so by making the stars defeat, we probably lose our ability to do something. Star and rocket is push right now. Well, if it's push, then even if star did become defeat, I can still push it around, right? Because I'll push it before I get defeated by it. So I'm not sure that that's bad. Alright, well, show me the obvious thing. If I push this onto here... Oh! Skulls are non-interacting, so skull is defeat, flag is win. Okay, this does not seem bad right now. I'm not even using empty yet. So the only problem now is that I have to cross a skull, which I can't do in order to get to the flag. But I feel like maybe I can find a way around that. Alright, first off, let's just try the, I don't know, most obvious thing. Which is, if I were to push from a long distance, can I win a race? So, what I'm going to try to do... Star is star and defeat. I don't think that matters. So if I do this, and now start running toward the exit, skull became defeat before I got there. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. So I needed a number of squares yet to try to do that, and I don't know that there's a way to, like, slow that down. Yeah, I'm already out of time here. And I don't have anything to move to kind of like go shooting from farther away. Okay, so that strategy doesn't work. So is there another way that I can be on the other side of this before we go and change the behavior of skull here? And once again, we have access to empty, and so it's probably in here for a reason. I guess the first thing I note is that if the stars became empty after being dumped on the conveyor belt, it means that I'd like have more time or something. I'm not sure exactly how that helps me though. If empty is push, here's something interesting. Is empty is push. Will the conveyor belt push? There are no empties for the conveyor belt to push, because the conveyor belts are conveyor belts, they are not empties. Oh, interesting. I can move left, but not right. Explain that one to me. Because to the right, there's a bunch of empties followed by a stopping wall, whereas to the left, there's a bunch of empties that are now being pushed onto the conveyor belt, but pushing an empty onto the conveyor belt makes it no longer be empty. So if you push an empty onto another object that is not stop, then the empty just kind of goes away. So here I'm pushing on to the star, but then, oh, right, star's defeat. Yeah, and if I go down, I can't push an empty because there's no thing to push it on. I can't push it to the left, yeah. Or push it up, but I can push to the left. Okay, that's interesting in terms of what empty is push behavior ends up being. So I could do star and rocket is empty. I could do star and... Doesn't seem like I can get any words to fit into here. With the star and defeat. And so the question is, how do I take an action? Well, one possible solution would be to take some action over here, such that I could then run into here and have something on the conveyor belt that was going to go finish up things for me. So is there some kind of action with empty that would cause something to be pushed up there? Like I could say like empty is star or something ridiculous like that, and it would fill the space with stars. Oh, and then I could push them from here. Okay, except then there'd be a bunch of stars below me, which would be defeating me. I could say empty is rocket, but then there'd be a bunch of rockets that I wouldn't be able to push. What if I said empty is rocket and then broke rocket is push? Yeah, I could say empty is rocket when there's not... Yeah, okay. I have a vague idea. Here's my vague idea. I'm going to put some stars here because I want them not to get filled with rocket ships. Rocket now is non-interacting. Oh, rocket is stop. I missed that. I was then going to say empty is rocket, but I can't walk on top of empty right now. Well, I can walk on top of star right now, right? So I guess what I want to say is empty is star, while star is currently not defeat. This is going to get bright. Bling! Yeah. I gave you the warning. Like, that actually did hurt my eyes there for a moment. So now we have a bunch of stars, which I could make become pushable. But then all of the stars are going to be defeat. Okay, here's an idea. If the rocket is pushable, I could have the rocket be the thing that I'm eventually going to push onto the conveyor belt. And then what I need to do is find a way for stars to be pushable, but also clear a few of them out. Yeah, right now I have too many stars. I see a way to clear some out. It's by having text in the way, but I need to clear, like, all of them out after I make a move. Yeah, this would almost work. If star was push, and I had room to then change things to be empty as star. So let me just try to... Let's do this. This is awful to look at right now while I'm experimenting. So let's say star is empty. Oh, star is star. I can't change it back. Once I fill the region with stars, that's why star is star. I can't change it back. Okay, let's restart then. So, what I want to do is ask the question, if I were to say, star is push, and then need to change it a moment later to no, I can't change it to star is empty, but I can change it to star is rocket? No, I can't change it to star is rocket. I can't change it to star is anything. Okay, and rocket is stop. So filling the room with rockets won't help. Filling the room with stars seems like it won't help, because it seems like stars are going to become defeat. And so there'll be no way for Baba to get to the flag if his way is covered in stars. Oh my gosh, it's full of stars. I do feel like empty as star is going to be part of the solution, but I also don't see how that's possible. But I guess I just don't see how empty is something. Well, empty is rocket and rocket is push, but then there'd be too many rocket ships to try to push out of the way since they're also stop. I don't think I can break the cloud as stop and mess with any of the text in those regions. Can't really get it Baba as you. So I think I'm stumped on this one, but let's also, before we finish up, just take a look at number 4 as well, because maybe it'll be an easy puzzle. Please hold my key. That may involve a different new mechanic in this area. Key is push and fall. Oh no, are we gonna have gravity? We have gravity. Down is now a preferred direction for falling objects to go. Okay. Well, that's a thing. Alright, well, I think I see cloud and doors stop, doors shut, flags win. Yeah, it's kind of like all the usual expected stuff. I think I see a possible way to push the key across. And it would be like this. So I can push the key over here, and I can grab my is. And let's see. Can I just push the Baba as you and then say key is open? I think so. So I think at this point I can just do 2 pushes here, and 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 2 pushes here. Yeah. Okay, so they demonstrated fall pretty easily. I guess we'll at least peek at one more over here, number 6. But we probably need to end the episode at this point. We have a moon! I like outer space in terms of what it has. Dust? Dust is win? Where is the dust? Is there dust on the screen I'm not seeing? Star has dust, I see. Got it. And star is shut. And moon is pushing open. Alright, I just want to see what dust looks like. So let's go try to push a moon into a star. So that I can find this out. Because I need to know. Oh, the moon is fall though, and that's the puzzle. Okay. Alright, I don't think we have time to do this right now then. That's too bad. So, in the future, we will try to figure out how to use Baba to lift a moon. Actually, can he almost do it here? Almost. If he was one more, let's just try this really quick. No, still needs to be one more. So if this Baba pushes it onto this Baba's head. Oh, we can't lift because the moon is, I see, falling. Does not obey like pushability rules or whatever. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to save that for next time because I'm really out of time. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon for more Baba Is You, where we are in outer space and learning even more new mechanics that, once again, I did not anticipate. Like empty is inspired, but maybe I would have come up with the idea. Oh, I didn't realize the rocket art over here has like 3 clouds behind it. Like it's like, you know, it's jet engine zooming away or whatever. Oh, and the stardust must be the dust that I'm seeing on this screen right here, the little 4 orange bits. Yeah, and then the fall mechanic, like I did not anticipate at all. Like putting gravity into this, just crazy. Rocket trip. All right, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.